Hello everybody and welcome, I'm Son of Mogef. It's Sunday evening, I'm playing Powerwash Simulator again. It's always nice to be able to get back into this. This picture is new. Yeah, I accidentally changed it, my apologies. Hello Fofir, nice to have you in. Yeah, there's new levels in this game, so I've got new dirt to wash. You have to excuse me, I need to adjust my microphone. I put it in the right position and then smacked it with my hand right before I started, before I, went live. So my apologies again for that. Let's have a look. What am I doing? Oh yeah, new levels. That's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm not hearing any sound. I wonder if that's just because it's not very loud in the menus, or if I'm having technical difficulties. What have we got here? Oh, where are these new levels? Hang on. New? Huh, that's weird. Oh, they're special levels. That's also weird. I've got the gnome fountain, the mini golf course, which looks like an absolute bloody nightmare, and a steam locomotive. So let's, I think I'll do the fountain first. And oh yeah, I keep forgetting these choose your equipment for you. Yeah, I've got no audio. That's weird. Why is that? Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can sort that out. Wonder why that is. Options. Audio. Oh. Apparently I set it to 0 at some point. Not sure why I did that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, awesome. Uh, this thing's really tall. Does look like I can get up there with the ladder. Although it won't let me put it down. There we go. Can I also put it up there? Game? Hello. No, doesn't look like it. Do I have to parkour my way up there? This is so weird. Haha! Alright, that kind of works. Let's get going. Oh god, this is gonna be longer than I thought. Especially with a washer that isn't my upgraded one. Yeah, look at that. That's abysmal. The adequately named gnome statue. Makes sense, it's a gnome fountain. I'm not being too careful about it, I'm just gonna chill and... Let's face it, it's hard not to chill with this game. One of the reasons why I like it so much. I wonder how, like, specific you have to be with this. Some of the, like, harder levels, I don't want to say harder levels, like later levels, You have to really get in there and get like every little spot of dirt. Where the earlier levels, they kind of let you get away with quite a lot. Yeah, there's still loads to do on this. Oh, bloody hell, yeah. All over the damn place. I might just jump up a bit higher here. It's really weird the way this is all set out. I'm really interested in doing that steam locomotive. Oh, it seems pretty wicked. Oh, I can't jump up there, really? Oh, I was nearly up there, hang on. Parkour! Oh, god damn it. Can I stand on that thing? Yes, yes I can. That's gonna make things a little bit easier. Yeah, look at that. Much better. Although I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the rest of that. That is bizarre. Don't know what it is with this game and gnomes. It seems to have this fascination with gnomes. Although, to be fair, a lot of games do have a fascination with gnomes. It's not, like, specific to this one. Oh my god, look at that, look. That's insanity. Oh, well. I wasn't actually expecting that to work. If I'd known, I would have started up here. There is quite a bit left. This is already, like, more particular than I was expecting it to be. Oh god, I fell off. Oh god, I fell off the other thing. Oh, there's dirt on the bottom of its shoe. God damn you, devs. Hey, finally. I know PVZ uses it. PVZ. You may have to remind me what that means. Okay, this isn't so bad. I don't think. Oh my god, that's still all dirt? Alright. Maybe it is bad then. I thought it looked cleaner than that. Not gonna lie. I do like this this colour though, this like weird stony texture. Just that I guess I feel like I'm rushing. I need to just slow down and be a little bit more meticulous about it. Gotten to this habit where, like, I actually play this game quite a lot. Like, when I've got a free, I don't know, like half hour, 20 minutes, whatever, I'll just throw it on and go through a level. I guess I'm used to the Plants vs. Zombies. Ah, yeah. I'm used to getting through the levels quite quickly. God, look at all this. I'm not even half done on these rocks either. Although I am doing the tops first, there's a lot of real estate, so to speak, on the sides of these things. At least, I hope so. What exactly is this? Algae, grime, and grime. Alright, makes sense. Got 2 lots of grime and 1 lot of algae. Is that dirt? No, it's not. I thought this little bit here was dirt. I'm hoping that this bit down here is going to comprise the rest of it. Well, at least the rest of this section. I don't even know what washer I'm using, like what category it's in. The Urban X. It's not entirely descriptive. Again, it looks rusty. That I don't think that is rust. Yeah, apparently it's just algae and grime. I guess I'll have to allow it. I've been bloody dying to play this as well. This update came out on the 19th, if I remember correctly. It's just like, must resist, must resist, must not wash all the things. Kind of weird that these new levels are considered special levels and not career levels, but I guess I read the patch notes wrong, or didn't pay attention to that particular part of them. Sounds like something I would do, that I have done and probably will continue to do. Okay. Oh god, yeah, there's still tons of it, isn't there? Like, there's lots of bits to get into, like, in here. Lots of, I guess crevices is the appropriate word. I mean, it is rocks, after all. What a weird statement to make. It is rocks, after all. So there's all these, like, hidden angles on it. Okay, there's some up here. Thank God for your magic dirt vision. Be bloody lost without it. Be like cleaning in circles. Okay, apparently there's quite a bit more. Bloody hell. I thought this was going to be the quicker of the levels. Apparently I was wrong about such things. There's some there and some there. Oh, there we go. Yay! Can I get away? Hang on. That's the thing. I like this larger nozzle, but it doesn't. You have to clean everything twice when you use it. Although, now that I think about it, yeah, it's about the same. This one, I don't know. It's got like a thinner. I nearly said beam. That's not really what I meant. Got a thinner angle on it, but it cleans it quite significantly more than the other one. Like, if I went over everything with the white nozzle, I'd only have to get through it again. Excuse me, I choked on my tongue a little bit then. Haven't been feeling at my best today. A bit on the pukey side. My own fault. I took the wrong meds this morning, and I'm suffering the side effects of them when I usually wouldn't. You're supposed to take those particular ones at night, so you're asleep when the side effects hit you. But I accidentally took them this morning. I'm a bit. And let's face it, I'm already a bit as a person. Just, you know, in general. Still suffering with my allergies as well. That's not awesome. Really quite something to feel like weird and pukey. As well as, you know, having trouble breathing and being dry and throaty. So I'm sure people who, you know, listen to me and watch my content think that I'm a hypochondriac. I don't. I'm just in a broken body. I should say I'm not a hypochondriac. Just haven't treated my my body so well over the years, and it's catching up with me. Not that I, you know, not that I chose to have allergies, but God, there's a bunch of stuff under here. Oh, look at that. Bloody sneaky devs again. There's some there I can see. Oh, there we go. Not so bad. God, look at all this under here. Whose idea was this? Again, I thought this was going to be, like, intricate. I thought it wasn't going to be intricate. I thought it was going to be easier. The exact opposite of the thing that I said. Huh. That's not cleaning off. Really? I've got to use the spinny nozzle on that? God, I haven't used the spinny nozzle in, like, ages. This is going to be fun. Yeah, that is not coming off easily. In fact, it's not really coming off at all. Oh, poo. Guess I can use this one on the edges. Oh! Each one of these is its own freaking section. I was not anticipating that. Oh. At least I can go round it this way and get each bit. Here we go. Oh, wait. Wall. Oh, the decorations are separate to the walls. Although, yeah, it doesn't detect if I've got the cursor pointed at it all that well. Base and underside. Base, yeah, it's the detection of it is a little bit wonky. Ugh. Apparently, I do have some soap that maybe I should be using, but I don't know, I just don't like to use it. I think in the career mode, it costs quite a lot without much in the way of tangible benefits. There we go, that's that bit done. But that bit's not done? Oh god, did I skip one? Yes, yes I did. There we go. I can see dirt on there as well. There we go. Got there in the end. Decoration, wall, let's okay, well, I guess slow, meticulous progress is still progress. That is a lot of what this game is. Just make slow progress. Okay, can I get... Yay. It's not... Ugh. It's not... I was about to say, it's not that bad. It's pretty much just the decorations that I have to go over. There we go. No problem. Starting to get used to it. Though the bloody positioning is quite awkward. There we go, there's that. Hey, get clean. There we go. Thank you for your cooperation, you bloody thing. Not sure exactly how I'm going to get that edge without standing on the gnomes, but I guess I'll work that out later. You know, once I'm finished and realise that I haven't got certain sections. You gonna go? God, yeah, I was about to say, God damn it, no, it's not gonna go. It did. It's fine. Need to remember that rim. It's its own bloody piece. Okay. It's interesting for sure. These are one of the levels that the community voted to have. I do like that about these devs as well. They take polls from the community and make those as levels. I'm kind of surprised we don't have a tank to clean yet, though. Seems weird to me. You did get a steam locomotive, so that one's going to be interesting to do. There's the miniature golf course as well. Came out with this update, and it's like... It looks insane. It looks like a right royal pain in the neck to clean. And of course, I'm not allowed to use my my high-powered washer. Dread to think what washer they're going to give me for that one. This particular decoration is apparently hardly done at all. Oh yeah, look. There we go. Maybe get a little bit under there. Since I've, not been doing that up until now. Completely change the plan and start doing extra things. Excuse me? I tried to jump on a gnome that actually just wasn't there. Guess I could do it a little bit more like this. Oh, I didn't even see what went ping then. Uh-oh. There you go. Is it that one on the end? I don't think it was. Something pinged and I completely missed it. I have to get, like, underneath. Did I fall? It felt like I fell, but I'm already down. Like, oh dear. Okay, so let's I've still got all this to do. Maybe not the best one to have started with, huh? Okay, so upper basin underside. Again, some of the terms they use for these are kind of weird to me. And then again, I mean, what else could you call it? It's the basin on... It's the underneath of the basin that's on the top. What's that called? Upper column. Oh, good God. Alright, hang on. Just chill out, son of Mogef. Just one section at a time. Ish. I always want to see if I can do, like, lots of pieces at the same time. Like, if I can hit this and this at the same time. But I can't. He says still continuing to wash the bit he said he wasn't going to wash. It's graffitied is the thing. Sometimes I just like to wash off the layer of dirt and read the graffiti. There's some weird stuff in there sometimes. Again, the surprising level of detail from the devs who made a game about making dirty things not dirty. Like, the devs of this game have spent, like, more attention to detail than a lot of, like, AAA developers have. They've clearly got a love for the game, but you wouldn't expect them to. I mean, I don't know. I guess you would expect the devs of an indie company, or at least the indie branch of a company, would expect them to love and, you know, take time and effort into the game, but the level of detail they put in is kind of strange. Okay, there's still little bits to do, I think, round here. I can't see if there's a lip there or not. Maybe? Possibly? There we go. So, this is... Oh god, this is all part of the same bit, I think. Like, I don't know if it's divided up. It's called, what is that, upper column? Does the upper column include all the sides of this, or just one side at a time? Guess I'm about to find out, huh? Who knows? So that's the upper column as well. So it goes... See if I can make a clear line here. What the apparent upper column consists of. So it's pretty much all this section. Oh my god, it's still really dirty as well. Okay, yeah, so each one of these bits is its own section, which is probably gonna be for the best. At least I can, you know, like clean each bit and know that I'm alright to move on. Using this weaker washer does really remind me of the beginning few levels. Like before you've unlocked anything, you have to be slow and meticulous with each little bit. Because your power washer's basically a hose pipe and a nozzle. Could probably scrub it by hand faster. Why is it so red? Graffiti, dirt streaks, grime. It's like really strangely coloured grime. There you go. Again, if I just go around the outside a little bit, I can see what I need to do on the inside. Mostly. Getting those nice fills again though, that's nice. Again, like, it's the old meme of, so satisfying, and it really is, look, when you, like, see the difference between this bit and that bit. Like, this bit's so vibrant, and this is yuck. Just not even a particular type of yuck, just generally yuck. Kind of curious. Might have to go and look it up quick. Hang on, it's been driving me bonkers. Power washers. That's light duty. Oh, so is it the medium duty? It's the one that I didn't ever buy. Bloody typical, isn't it? They've given me a medium duty power washer to clean a level when I never actually brought that washer. I just didn't see the point. I went straight from the weakest one to the strongest one that was available at the time. Wonder if they're going to add a new one. Be somewhat ridiculous if they did. Like the one that's currently the most powerful is like really powerful. I forget as well. I think they've rejiggered a few levels. Like they've redone some, and I honestly don't remember if that's in this update or a coming update, or if yeah, I don't. Oh, even what levels? I've read the patch notes. I don't know why I can't remember anything. Might just be because I've got a bad memory in general, but... Again, I'll have to go check maybe after the stream. Yeah, look at that. Like these little, like, flourishes. I'm not sure what they're called. I guess they're just decorations. Look, they've got a lot of edges in them that you have to get at a certain angle. No, they're not their own bit. I kind of had a bit of bit of a heart attack then. I was like, oh bloody hell, it just occurred to me. If I'm calling them decorations, the game probably is as well. Means they're their own thing. Luckily, I was wrong. You know. Kind of, again, you have to get them at like kind of weird angles. Which is what this orange nozzle was pretty good at. Slower. I don't. Again, it's that same conversation I was having before. Like, it like cleans a smaller area, but it does it easier, so you don't have to go over everything like 2 or 3 times. There's an argument to be made here that this is actually faster. This would be like lightning quick. I could use my bloody power washer, my super duper awesome power washer of amazingness. Nope, not allowed. Okay. How many more is there to do? Oh, just this half of one. Or this one, depending on how well I did the other side. Apparently not very well. Yeah, there's not... Oh god, yeah, look. I did both sides quite well, but entirely missed the middle. Well done me. I could probably get away with using this one for a little while. Green nozzly nozzle. So this is the bowl. That's the edge. That's the vloot. That's the gnome, right. Just need to remember their own sections. It is nice you can tell which section you're currently washing just by, you know, looking in the top corner here. Oh god, is there a... Oh, that's fine. Oh, I thought there was like an underneath part here. Doesn't look like there is. Again, I don't know why I'm getting anxious over bloody Powerwash Simulator, but it's just like, oh god, there's like a lip there, or a bit that you have to watch underneath. Apparently not. Yeah, if I had to wash, like, underneath this section, like, if it went all the way through, that would be, a bit of a pain in the bum. Not why I play this. I play this for the chill, not for the pains in the bums. Said that wrong, but you guys know what I mean. One of the reasons why I don't like that damn treehouse level. Almost every section of that is a pain in the bum. So, like, I don't know, it's a big level, but it's also intricate. There's lots of difficult little places that you have to clean in. Like the fence posts and the supports and that kind of thing. I hate that level with a passion. And being my own worst enemy, It is a level that I've played several times. Pretty sure I've mentioned it before, because once you do a mission in the career, it unlocks in the free play mode, but it unlocks at 0%, and I've got to get all my levels at 100%. It's something I'm strangely, like, obsessive about. I've spoken about that before. Like, I'm not a horribly, like, obsessive compulsive person, but there are just some things that get me, and I just have to do it a particular way, otherwise I just obsess about it, for lack of a better term. Like inventory boxes in games, like I hate having like boxes full of random junk. I've got to separate them all out. I remember playing what was it? 7 Days to Die with my good friend Faust Phoenix. And he does have this habit of just jamming things in a box and going, yeah, that'll do. Like, no, no. Why'd you do this? This is not alright. This is not okay. And then, of course, I'll go round and separate everything into, like, labelled boxes. And he'll come along to, like, the food box and put, I don't know, like, clothes in it. Or wood or something like that. And he does do it on purpose to wind me up, but it's not, you know, malicious or anything. It's not like trying to trigger me into an episode. Just gives us both an opportunity to laugh at each other. And we do it in equal amounts as well. I remember playing 7 Days to Die with him, oh god, years ago now. Years and years and years ago. And I said to him, like, don't keep broken glass in your hotbar because you can accidentally eat it and it kills you. And then, like, a couple of minutes later, his character just, like, dropped down dead. We were like, what happened? Why? What went wrong? And he was just like, oh, I don't have broken glass on my health bar anymore. It's like, you ate it, didn't you? You ate the bloody broken glass, and now you're wondering why your character's dead. I'm in 2 minds now. Like, do I clean this, or do I do these? I guess I can do the tops of these, and do the underneaths when I drop down a level. Oh, that's weird. What was that about? It got all, like, spluttery. Oh, the ladder's there. That's what it is. Thought my my washer was having some kind of, like, nervous breakdown or something. Oh, that's quite cool. Get it at an angle. Clean quite a bit of it. Although I dare say it's not nearly thorough enough. I'll have to go back over it probably. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. Every time I play, like, a new level on this game, I can't help but wonder what parts I'm gonna miss. I do have this weird habit of missing the same parts, like, every time. Like, on the detached house level, there's some, I think they're just called wooden poles. And guaranteed, at the end of the level, when I've done everything else, there'll be one of those left that I've just missed or forgot, or it's another one of those situations where I don't like me very much. Never seem to learn. Yeah, I guess I'll... Right. Oh, look. I've just noticed. Was I not doing these parts? Apparently I just didn't do these specific parts? Huh. Well, that's going to annoy the bloody hell out of me now, isn't it? See, I'm just going to be paranoid about it. Although, it's not too bad. It does clean quite easily. I'm still nowhere near the bloody ground. Like, I've got this layer. And then I've got all this to do. And then all this. And then I'm on the bottom level. I definitely underestimated this level. And it's being a special level as well. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do this with my my big boy power washer. It's a bit of a shame, but again, not complaining too much. I've got new levels. Yay! New things to wash. I really should get myself a power washer and do some in real life. My porch bit outside definitely needs a good clean. The pigeons enjoy nesting on it. I mean, I assume they're nesting on it. They land on it, they like hoot up a storm or coo or whatever it is the noise that pigeons make is called. And then they just, you know, poop and leave. Like, thanks, now I've got to clear this up. And it's like against our terms of service or whatever, tenancy agreement. It's against our tenancy agreement to like feed them. It's a really weird and specific condition. Hello, Yum. More satisfying in real life and you don't find many dead. Well, I read that as you don't find as many dead bodies. It's just like, hopefully when you're power washing, the amount of dead bodies you find is, you know, 0. I guess it depends on why you're power washing. Like, if you're power washing a murder scene, then I guess you might come across an extra dead person. This conversation got weird very quickly. Yeah. But it's not even like they shit and run. They actually just chill out for a while. They like sing to each other. I don't know if they're like mating calls or, you know, territorial or whatever, but they'll just get comfortable out there, hoot at like maximum volume, and then just bloody off again. God damn it. Again, I dare say, if I got myself, or even rented one, myself a power washer, I could go up there, out there, not up. I could go out there and make it a little bit more presentable, I guess, is a good phrase for it. I'm not sure if it's the best phrase for it, but again, I'm sure people will know what I mean. Thing is, it's like, it's going to be a lot of like hard work, even with a power washer. And it's only going to happen again and again and again. Like, the pigeons don't care how clean something is. They'll poop on it. More than one body makes things interesting. True, yeah. Birdsong is actually birds just diss-rapping at each other. Yeah, I used to, you know, I used to say it. Like, one of my friends used to, whenever they heard birdsong, they were like, oh, it's so beautiful, listen to it. And I'm just like, but most birdsong is territorial. So it's just a bunch of birds telling other birds to piss off. You know, this is my branch, get the hell out. Just in a different language. Bird language. Okay. Now, I guess I'm just gonna hop down. See if I can get the rest of this from under here. Oh, hey, look at that. It doesn't... I was about to say, it doesn't seem that dirty. That grimy, but apparently it is. Not so bad if I do it slowly, but... Again... Oh, hello. Wait. Oh, those bits are their own sections as well. I should have realised that, like, before now. And it's nice that that's its own section. Really should try and get an angle on those gnomes. Like, I guess if I stood on that gnome, I should be able to clean this gnome. Assuming I've cleaned enough of it already. That's a hell of an assumption, though. There's not like a nubbin I can stand on. I guess I could just stand down here? Again, another statement I've made with no confidence in my words. That's that bit done, and that's that bit done. Again, I can get this, like, underneath bit of the gnome, but I'm not going to be able to get the front of it. I guess I'll deal with that problem when it arises. Oh god, yeah, this one's way dirtier. Do it. Do the ping, thank you. Bloody live for it. Again, I don't know if this entire base is its own section or not. Looks like a bath bomb gone wrong. A bath bomb gone wrong. I've read that completely incorrectly. The further you are from the place you want to spray, the larger your area of effect. Yeah, but also the less effective it is. To be fair, that, you know, again, this does have nozzles that I should probably be using. But I am very much used to the stronger washer. It's another problem I have with me on a regular basis. Like, if I swap out to another nozzle, I'll use it for like a couple of minutes, decide I don't like it, and then swap back. And then I'll realise that it's probably better for the section that I'm on. So I'll swap back again. Wait, Lower basin. Oh, alright. Yeah, and then I'll swap back and I'll swap away and I'll swap back and away and back and I'll just annoy myself by continuously swapping it. I had the same problem when I was live streaming Subnautica. Slightly different situation. Same weird issue with myself. It'd be like dark, so I'd turn the lights of the sub on, and then I wouldn't like how that looked, so I'd turn them off, realise I couldn't see, turn them back on again, and it was just click, 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 me constantly turning the lights on and off and on and off, like, and then I'd get paranoid that it was annoying for people watching on the stream. My brain at work, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it doesn't function as well as it probably should do. Oh my good God. Oh my good bloody God. Okay. So I'm getting the pings. That's pretty nice. I noticed there are some of these that haven't gone ping yet. I'm not keen on that. I have to maybe go back over them, otherwise I'm, you know, I spend ages. There we go, there's another couple of pings. Oh, look. I've got an actual ladder to use. I guess I should have been using the ladder and just moving it. Huh. Yeah, so these are their own sections. Oh, God damn it. Oh, God bloody damn it. That means I've been cleaning the bits. But not the whole bits. Okay. That's fine. I'm pretty sure it's just little sections that I've missed. There we go. Yeah, it's just little bits. I assumed all this was different parts. With everything else being its own part, I don't know why I assumed that. And not being very smart about it. Guess I could be using this more on the statues as well. I just hate those spinny nozzles. The straight nozzle's way worse. Just such a small area. Oh God, oh my good God, there we go. Be clean, gnome, be clean. I've missed. Have a look. Okay, let me get, oh my good God, yeah, let me get some of these, vloots. Actually, let me get all of them. That would be better, wouldn't it? Oh, hang on. I missed a bit up there, apparently. Hang on. did I manage that? I thought I'd been so good at that. Oh yeah, look. Yeah, there's like a thin edge that goes around here that it's its own section. Oh god, I fell down and it scared the bloody hell out of me. I got jump scared by Powerwash Simulator. There's got to be upper basin edge. Yeah, it's nearly done, but it's also not quite done. Okay. Good God, really? Come on, man. At least I'm noticing it now. There we go. Got there in the end. Won't be able to watch Subnautica. I would wimp out. Ping is good. Ping means progress. Yeah, the ping is probably the best thing about this game. Give him a good scrub. This is going to take a... Yeah, damn right. Yeah, the thing is, like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna, like, wash the fronts of these things. Ah. Pardon me. I had a bit of a burp. Turns out I actually did know how I was gonna wash these things. I just didn't know that I knew. That's kind of nice that you can do that. I was kind of under the impression I would have to, like, stand on that one and clean these from a hell of a distance. Although, typically, this bloody one still isn't clean. There we go. And there's that one done. This one's apparently... There we go. That's cool. As long as I have a plan for them now. That's the important thing. Yeah, there's a bunch of, like, weird angles on these things. Like, underneath their arms. Hang on. Just this one particular one, apparently. There we go. Doesn't want to be clean. Excuse me, I'm just going to stand on your head and, you know, spray high-pressured water in it. Onto it, I should say. Yeah, there you go. Hey, I think I've done all the vloots as well. Okay, I may have done all the edges. Not entirely convinced that I have. Bowl edge, basin edge rather. Can't even, like, read the names of them properly. How did the fountain get so dirty? Was there a flood? No, but there is a... Again, somewhat strangely for a game like this, there is an ongoing plot line that the entire city is next to an active volcano. Like, I've mentioned this before, this game actually has several, like, intersecting plot lines to it, and one of them is that there's an active volcano in the area. Although that doesn't really explain things like the subway It's an underground train station. Not sure how that managed to get so dirty. And there's also a public restroom. Not convinced that would get so filthy in, you know, by means of volcanic ash. Guess you kind of have to give them some, what they call it, creative license. I am very aware there's like a little lip on that section. It's like a little, yeah, oh, poo. I'm gonna have, I'll clean it as best I can here, and then I'll use the ladder, hopefully, and get an angle on it. I feel like I'm making faster progress now than I was when I first started this. Come on. Is that, what section is that? Lower basin base. Right. That's also the lower basin base. My God, yeah. This is all part of the same thing, I believe. It's deceptively dirty, and it's got like that weird ledge on it there that I've been complaining about. I'm not really complaining, I'm just, as I do tend to do, stating the obvious. It is quite a big section. I might be able to get away with not cleaning it in its entirety. At least, you know, somewhat. Brilliant idea. Build a friggin' city next to an active volcano. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's not unheard of. There are lots of places, you know, that are near volcanoes. I don't know how active a volcano has to be considered, you know, dangerous. Because there's lots of volcanoes that just dump ash into the atmosphere. Again, I'm not sure if that's like an eruption is what is what determines it as active, or if it's just, I don't know, always active, I guess, or always dormant. I can see one little bit of dirt there and I can't reach it. It's driving me bonkers. There we go. So I guess what I can do, just move the ladder and get in there a little bit better. Although that really isn't all that useful. I don't know, it's more useful than I've just given it credit for, so... Yeah, alright, that's not so bad. I hate this though, when you're trying to clean something and the bloody ladder is in the way and you can't, like, stand on the edge of the ladder. You have to, like, stand in the middle. Although, I think I've just got away with it a little bit. It's a little bit right there. Be clean! There you go. Hello, Adam Hacker. There you go. Pooey! How was that bit not clean? Not the biggest fan of this particular section. A bloody pain in the neck. Like, hey game, make things easy for me, please. Ah, I've completely missed my ladder then. It's a weird problem that you'd only have in a video game. I accidentally didn't walk up a ladder. Oh god, yeah, that's got a math exam tomorrow. I think I was having a conversation about this on one of my previous streams, you know, one of my fairly recent ones anyway. I'm so glad I don't have to do an exam. Like, at all. I'm done with them. I've been done with exams for like, I don't know, nigh on 20 years, I think. Just something about exams in particular that I just fall apart. I can have good knowledge of the subject, but I can't bring it to mind because I'm acutely aware that I'm being tested in that moment. My brain does not agree. Okay, I wonder if... I dare say there is. It wouldn't surprise me, really, if there's, like, people around that actively enjoy exams. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Yay! That bit's done. The rotating nozzle is the last resort once you run out of ideas. The straight nozzle is the last resort, but yeah, the rotating nozzle is the one before the last one. Not us who have failed school, it's the education system who have failed us. Although it's really difficult for me because my education was not awesome. Like, I went to a really run-down school that didn't have much in the way of resources or money or anything like that. And I made it worse for myself because I was constantly bunking off. I streamed House of the Dead remake last week. And I was really excited to know that that game existed because I played so much of it in the arcade when I should have been at school. Now, I was good at school. I, you know, got good grades, and I would have, you know, done better than I did if I'd actually attended more. It's one of those things where although I realised that the people attempting to educate me were doing the best they had to work with, and I wasn't making it easier. Just swings and roundabouts, really. I'm making one at a time. I want to do this loop animation to game-changing scene. Yeah, I accidentally changed the image on the wrong scene. It's a faux fear saw at the beginning. But hopefully, I don't know if I can do this right now. Hopefully, if I'm changing between scenes, it should just do that. which is a meme I made like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, rather than showing a black screen, you know. Oh god. There we go. Like, it's not ideal, but it, you know, it's better than what I had, which was literally nothing. But again, I accidentally changed it on the wrong scene, so instead of having my starting soon screen, it's that with starting soon written across it. It's like, oops. I'll have to change that before I forget. Though I dare say I will forget. It's me, I'm gonna forget all the things. Oh, that's a weird angle. It's like really difficult with these textures the way they are. They're not like a uniform texture. There's like cracks and like dark sections and light sections. It's really difficult to tell what bits I've actually got clean and which ones I have not got clean. God damn, been doing this over an hour. You're the meme lord, are you? Shall punish you feel bad memory. Memory. Oh god, don't get me started on that. That's cool, man. If you wanna make that and send it on over to me, I dare say I'll end up using it. Certainly better than anything I've got lined up. What I really should do is get someone like a professional to you know, make me some graphics and stuff. I've been meaning to ask my friend over at Heavy Metal Entertainment to do me some like proper music. So instead of getting 5 minutes of inane waffle from yours truly, there's actually just, you know, an end screen with some unique music. Definitely gonna have to get hold of him for that. Good old Big Dan. There we go. How many of these have I got left? Oh god, quite a few. This thing is way bigger than I thought it was. It's also way slower to clean it. Because this bloody washer is, poo. It's like the second to worst washer in the whole game. If I go nice and slow, it's not so bad. I shouldn't complain, I just can't help it. I complain about everything. But I make it fair, you know, I complain about me more than I complain about pretty much anything else, so... like, balances it out a little bit. And it's good for you too, apparently. People that have a good moan live longer than those that, you know, repress it. That's fun. I've got like a scientifically backed reason to moan about everything. Even if it is, you know, mostly me that I complain about. There you go. I think that's most of that top part. Oh, God. No, I was wrong. There we go. Hopefully this bit won't take as long. So I just took on that other bit. Okay, nice. Oh, I was about to say go nice and slow. Be at least a little bit meticulous about it. Oh, that's it. That sounds cool, Adam Hacker. I like that. Yeah, I do like my pixel art. Being a person that is old as all hell, I played some very, very pixely games in the past. And it's not even like OG Mario Brothers pixely, it's Commodore 64 pixely and the Atari 2600 levels of pixely. Even the Magnavox Odyssey I spent some considerable time with. That thing was a bizarre machine for gaming. It didn't even really have any graphics. It just had like these semi-transparent overlays that you'd have to like physically place over your TV screen, and then you just moved a dot around it. Kinda crazy. Although, you know, I've just sat here and explained that, assuming, of course, that, you know, no one in chat will be familiar with things like the Magnavox Odyssey, but that very well may not be the case. Shouldn't really assume that people don't know about, like, gaming history and things like that. There are some really weird things that came out of like the gaming world in particular. I'm sure it's not news to you guys that the PlayStation exists because of Nintendo. They wanted a CD add-on for the Super Nintendo, and they commissioned Sony to do it for them. The Nintendo PlayStation, it was going to be called. That fell through for some reason, and Sony was able to keep the rights to the device and just made their own system out of it, which is where the original PlayStation came from. Just weird little like footnotes in history, you know. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you had to put it like physically. It was like a piece of film, like transparent plastic. You had to literally place it on the screen. Like the entire console's power was to move like pong paddles, you know? It just moved them across the screen. I guess that's all it was, really. It was a slightly more advanced Pong machine. Absolutely insane when you think about it, but, you know, companies did what they had to do at the time. You work with the technology you've got out of necessity. God, look at all this. There we go. You just watched the AVGN video. Oh, I forgot he did a video on it. How millennial? I don't think I qualify as a millennial. I think I'm older than that. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Good old James Rolfe did a episode on it. I don't think it was specifically about that. Maybe I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of his content now. I remember watching his Ghostbusters episode when it was brand new. I think that on its own qualifies me as old, but trying to think of things that I watched when they were new that would give somebody an indication of just how completely ancient I am. Oh, X-Files is a good one. X-Files was brand new when I was like a teenager. I can't remember exactly when it started airing. Is it like 96 or something like that? Yeah. Definitely remembered X-Files, that's for sure. It was like that generation's Game of Thrones, I guess. Although it didn't end nearly as badly as Game of Thrones did, but don't even get me started on that. Could make a whole video about that. I've kind of been tempted to do stuff like that, but I think it's, you know, I don't know, a bit on the late side, like people have stopped caring quite a long time ago. Just one of those things that I never got over. It's just like, what did you do to my show? What did you do? God, yeah, I'm only 25% in. I hadn't even realised I've been here an hour and a half as well. Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm open to suggestions. What you got for me, It's funny how many people say as well, oh, you should play this game. I'm like, yeah, I've got a whole series on it, dude. I am always open to suggestions. I've just been playing random things on Thursdays, which has actually been quite nice. Not to have to worry about, you know, continuation of episodes and things like that. That would be nice if I could have something kind of consistent to play there in that slot. I think I mentioned this on the Discord. I'm still really butthurt about my oxygen not included save killing itself. Really miffed about that. I was just starting to get somewhere as well, you know. Actually starting to make some solid progress towards the end game. Yeah, let me get that bit in there. Yay. Luckily, the game's not being too particular about these, which is good, because they've got like a curved undersection. Gonna make things real difficult. Yeah, these bits are no problem. These ones are a pain in the bloody neck with your damn curvy under bits. That sounded ruder than I intended it. Curvy under bits, that's not what I meant at all. Excuse me for a sec. Let's have a look. Let me catch up with chat just quick. Revita? Revita? Ah, I'll check it out. Thank you for the suggestion. Ah. Again, it's one of those, I don't know, it's one of those like things where I want to branch out and do other things, like talk about shows and movies and stuff like that. But everyone I know that does that really hates the copyright bots. Like, they'll spend a week or two, maybe longer, making one like review of a film or TV or something, only to have it stuck in copyright purgatory for a month. It's things like that that really puts me off, especially given how damn wonky the algorithm for those things are. I still haven't forgiven YouTube for taking one of my Thrive videos down. I mean, to be fair to YouTube in general, it did go like straight back up, like within a couple of hours. But they took it down for excessive violence and gore, and it's just like, what? It's a single-celled organism. It doesn't even have blood. What the hell are you talking about? There is a chance that someone like manually flagged it just, you know, out of spite, but I feel like it was just, you know, the algorithm that detects these kind of things just had a bit of a derp, or a lot of a derp in that case. Okay. God damn. By the way, I was under the impression I was like more than 50% done. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, each bit of this is its own section. I thought all these top bits were going to be their own bits, but it includes all this. Well, thank you for making things awkward. I guess that is kind of the point, isn't it? Hopefully these large flat areas here will account for quite a lot. I honestly don't think I've got all that much left. Apparently more than I realised, that's for sure. I had the same issue with the bloody treehouse level. Like, I've already had a good moan about that in this stream. Just that, you know, you do tons of it and you're like, oh, must be nearly done. And then you look at the thing in the top left-hand corner and you're like, oh, I'm not nearly done at all. You finish that entire top level and you realise it's like less than 50%. Because that entire top level has, you know, an entire underneath section, it kind of feels like you have to do it twice from 2 different directions. Which is essentially exactly what it is, but definitely not my favourite level, that treehouse. You might have been able to tell by the fact that I've been moaning about it. And yeah, I've been stung by copywritten music in games in the past. Back in the day, when my channel was new and I was playing Reigns, the Reigns did a Game of Thrones version, and I got stung on the music that plays for that, because it's actually music from the show. So the copyright bot was like, "Oh no, you're a bad boy, you can't use this music." And I tried telling it, you know, their use is a thing that exists, but it doesn't care. It's really strange like that on YouTube. Like, fair use policy does protect you under the law, unless it's for music, because, you know, music companies just don't care about the law, apparently. They get a free pass. Get a free pass on fair use. Just because they've got, you know, the expensive lawyers. How are my wagon wheels? I haven't had any. Not for a long time. I do get the occasional like craving, I guess. The right word for it. But then I get craving, like really weird cravings anyway. I keep getting cravings for things like coffee and what's the other one I had recently? Like sushi. I just really wanted sushi for some reason, which is weird because I've never eaten sushi. I don't even really eat all that much meat, like, just in general. Hey ladder, get out of my way, please. I don't know if it's like something that happens to everybody, but I don't know, I just get these like weird cravings, but it's a lot of like, I'll just be like watching something or listening to something and it'll remind me of something else, and then I just want that thing, you know, like a child. It's like, yes, I thought about the thing, now I need to have the thing. Like, I regularly get a craving for bread as well, like not a sandwich and not like toast, just for regular bread. But that's not anything, you know, not anything new. I was like that when I was a kid. I just like bread for some reason. It's a really simple thing to have as one of your favourite foods. It's not like I've got tons of money, but I can afford decent bread. Oh dear. You only have one banned video problem was a music that you'd chosen, usually some copyrighted music, but get blocked monetization. You don't care to me. It was the Beatles music. Yeah, you're gonna get slapped for that. Yeah, it's just, it annoys me like the standards for one thing are not the same as the standards for others. Like, again, if you're doing like a movie review and the company that has rights to the film that you're reviewing says, oh, you can't do that, it's breach of copyright, and then you say, well, no, it's fair use, they tend to just agree with you and, let you release it, even if it does, delay it going public. But when it comes to music, because the record labels have really good, expensive lawyers, YouTube just says, nah, you've got to remove it. Don't care if you're legally entitled to use it under the fair use policy that somehow doesn't apply to companies with a lot of money. Really irritating. Again, it is the kind of thing that I've thought about doing, and I do want to do it, but it's just like the horror stories you get from people like Decker Shadow and Mauler and people like that who constantly get slapped with copyrights, and like it really delays their content and makes it difficult. Can I get away with the big nozzle here? Yeah, pretty much. Think? Yeah. I can just blast through this little bit. Hopefully. There is like an awkward ridge here though. Not sure I'm keen on that. Huh, yep. Alright, use the ancient art of dirt vision to confirm my findings. Well, confirm my suspicions. Again, one of the worst superpowers ever. It has to be dirt vision. I'm quite paranoid at how unclean people are in general. If I could actually see dirt on things, I think I'd just have a nervous breakdown. Just occurred to me, is this bit a different bit to that bit? Doesn't look like it. Thank bloody God. Again, not even regular God. Specifically bloody God. There you go. This shouldn't take me any time at all. Until I have to, do all of this. And then it's going to take me bloody forever. Considering I'm, about a third of the way done. I honestly thought I would get through like 2, maybe 3 levels. I'm probably just going to do this one. There we go. Plinth foundation, plinth cap. Okay, I just need to go round the outside a bit then, apparently. Get those little extra bits that are on an edge. There we go. Yeah. Oh, well, if I can use this nozzle for these whole sections, it'll be much quicker. I'm assuming this goes down to here. and along to that seam that's right there. Again, at least I'm assuming that much. It's probably a bad idea to assume anything, but a fairly safe assumption. Make sure I get in the cornery bits. Yeah, this is the rest of this isn't going to take too long. Although, why is this bit not done? Probably because I didn't do this bit. There we go. Haha! Oh god, I've got to keep up with chat. Hang on. I previously used one of Queen's songs in a video and it was fine. Large percentage of companies are after your money. True. Okay, Yem. Thanks for dropping by. It's always nice to have people in. Hope you enjoyed. I think that's the main thing for me. Like, I know my videos don't get a ton of views and don't get like a sea of subscribers. I'm more interested in the fact that some people enjoy some of the stuff that I do. Way more important to me than making like the, I don't know, like, it's not high volume, but the high popularity content. I will occasionally go along with a YouTube trend. But again, I don't do it for the views. I haven't even monetized my content. Like, I've got like the Streamlabs donations available. And I've got the donate button here on YouTube, but I haven't run ads on any of my content so far. Despite the fact that I passed 1,000 subs and was able to quite a long time ago. So I would feel bad doing it. This is the thing. You call it low self-esteem if you like. But the crux of it is that I hate YouTube ads. I really honestly hate them. They're so irritating, and I just don't think that the people who come along to watch my content deserve to be exposed to them. Despite the fact they're probably used to it by now. Not sure how people in general feel about seeing ads on my content. I might have to do a poll or something to see, you know, how people actually feel. That are just assuming they don't like it, like I don't like it. Hey you, why didn't you ping? Why not do ping? Don't see anything here that would constitute a big amount that I've missed. This is going to be one of those really awkward sections. You get this a lot in the public bathroom level. Like, you have to get in these little corners and edges and whatnot because there's one little like micro pixel. One teeny tiny little bit of dirt left. There we go. I got it in the end. The trending games and YouTube's out. You like the Project Hospital video, and like it was strange to me. It's a mix of Prison Architect and 2 Point Hospital. Yeah, it really is. Yeah. So, as I mentioned in the video, I brought that game just after Josh from Let's Game It Out did his videos on it, but I never actually played it. Like, I never installed it. It was just set, like, going moldy in my Steam library, like a lot of games in there were. So, again, you know, not having a regular series in the Thursday slot, I might just go through my Steam library and play games that I've not played. There is a good amount of them. I've got, I think, just short of 300 games in my Steam library. Yeah, my Steam library. There's so many that I've not played. I blame Steam for it. I don't blame me for it. Like, that bloody constant Steam sales. I'm like, oh yeah, I should buy that game. That looks like a good game. And then it'll just sit in my library and not ever get played. Poor games. It wasn't, you know, recently I got all of the Borderlands 2 games. And it was a ridiculous price as well. It was like every expansion for that, as well as, you know, the main game and the season passes, and it was like £7 or close to it. It was like ridiculously cheap, and I thought, yeah, you know, I've never played that. I can embarrass myself in front of people that know the game well. I'm sure my subscribers would enjoy that. But I never installed it. I never played it. And I've got like dozens of games on my in my wish list as well that I do intend to buy. Whether I actually play them or not, again, it's you know, flip a coin. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's... Okay, so there's got to be some dirt under here. There we go. Yeah, it's not necessarily that I think my content is bad. It's why anyway. Why I think my content is bad. I don't, but I think it appeals to a very small audience. Like, I've got a small but pretty damn loyal fan base, and I'm kind of all right with that. It's quite difficult to explain, but I like the more personal experience. Like, with a bunch of regulars that, you know, comment on my videos and come along to my live streams. I can, you know, take some time out here and there to actually talk to people and respond to the things that they say, as opposed to, you know, not being able to do that because there's thousands of people in the chat. Kind of takes me back to the days when I was constantly watching content from Average Champ, who was Captain Pussy Feathers back then. More often than not, it was just me and him in the chat, and, you know, we could actually have a conversation with each other and talk about not just the game he was playing, but other things as well. And it was like a really again, it was like a personal experience. It was like two people just hanging out and playing games together, like I did when I was a kid. Like, I'd go over to my friend's house, they'll be playing a game either that I was really familiar with or not at all familiar with, and we'd just hang out, chill out. Sometimes we'd take turns, sometimes we wouldn't, you know. It's kind of what my channel is about, really, just kind of recreating that chilling out with mates and playing games and wasting time and talking rubbish to each other. I'd rather have that experience for myself and others than have an experience where, you know, I'm making buckets of money from the donations and the ads and the views and all that lot, but don't really get to interact with people much. Your first videos was made in Windows Movie Maker. No, I don't think I ever made a video in Movie Maker. I don't want to say that I never did, but I can't think of one where I was just like, yeah, I made that one in Movie Maker. And I currently use Sony Vegas Pro. I know it's not like the preferred editor for videos, but it's served me pretty well. It's an older version as well. Like to try and keep things simple, just for several reasons. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to editing, and even when I do, I'm not all that good at it. No, it's good that I like to keep things, you know, simple. Don't like to overcomplicate things. Again. Oh, hello, Abraham. Again, like, one of my pet peeves with YouTube content, and I'm not like trying to, you know, disparage anybody or talk down about them. You know, people will get engaged with the content that they enjoy. There's nothing wrong with that. But one of the things that really irritates me about some content is when everything is like over edited. Like every other minute it'll cut away to a meme, or to, you know, there'll be like an overlay and it'll do needless replays and jokes and stuff like that. Like, it's just like, gee, just, you know, just play and enjoy, you know. Stop interrupting the game with things that are not the game. Again, it is just a personal preference of mine, but it's just like in some videos, I feel like the game that's being played is secondary to the personality that's playing it. I've literally seen people play with their face cam taking up, what, like 80% of the screen, and what they're playing is in a little window to the bottom of the screen. It's just like, I don't know, I just don't see the point in playing a game and having people watch you play the game if you're going to hide aspects of the game itself. And people edit out like huge chunks of gameplay. That also irritates me. I think the short version of this this rant is that I have very particular tastes in content that I consume. Like back in the early days of YouTube, when pretty much every channel was a Minecraft channel. And they'd be like, yeah, I dug out a bunch of cobble, and I've got some stone in my furnaces, and I'm going to build a house, well, you know, between this episode and the next. And when they come back in the next episode, they've built like a castle, and it's got, you know, automated farms running all over the place in it, and you're just like, I missed the video where you made this, you know. Not like I never made an automated farm or, you know, a big structure when I was playing games like Minecraft and similar things where, you know, build buildings and whatnot, but just don't cut it all out. It's part of the game. You're playing the game. Other people want to see it. Let's actually witness what the, you know, what there is to offer. Look at, what's that say? Sorry, my glasses have got a smudge on them directly where the chat is, so I keep having to stop what I'm doing and lean over to read it. Yeah, like, again, it's not like I'm against things like montages and replays and stuff like that. It's just, you know, when there's more of that going on than there is gameplay or commentary or stuff like that, it kind of irks me. And I'm sure there's loads of people that love content that's exactly like that, and that's fine. I'm not saying, you know, people must enjoy the same things as me. It's just I can't enjoy stuff like that, so I don't make stuff like that. Like, I keep it simple. I play the game, even when it's, you know, like the not the most interesting of things to watch. It is the game, and I am playing it, so, you know, I tend to show it. There are things that I skip over. Of course there are. I think that's true of, like, pretty much every game, but I try to keep as much in as I play. Like, the only time I really feel that I must edit something out or speed it up or just skip it entirely is when I can AFK from it. You know, if I can just leave the keyboard and come back in 10 minutes when the game's got something for me to do, then obviously it's good that I cut it out. Nothing going on. I'm trying to think of a good example, like colony survival. I cut out the nighttime periods because it's literally just me standing in one place shooting an arrow at the same place over and over because the zombies are dumb in that game and they follow one specific path. So I cut it out. A lot of the time I cut it out because I don't even do that. I just walk away and go get a cuppa. Yeah. I don't, yeah, let's say I don't actually play it during some of the nighttime periods. It's a good excuse to go get a cup of tea, wait for the morning to come along, which again, a little like behind the scenes type thing, is that one of the reasons that the Minecraft videos, not Minecraft, colony survival videos, why they tend to start at different times in the morning, like sometimes it's not quite morning and sometimes it's a little past morning, is because I'm off making tea and it depends on whenever it is that I get back. My tea is more important than anything else. When will I stream Vampire Survivors again? Probably soon, actually. There's been a bunch of updates on there that I've never really touched on. Like, Vampire Survivors was a game I loved and played intently for like a week. And I've not played it once since then. But I do intend to play more. I do intend to stream it at least once more. Given the relative shortness of the, you know, the rounds of gameplay, I could in fact just make videos. I'm not against that either. Gives me a good excuse to start playing it again. But I do that quite a lot as well. Like, I'll discover a new game, I'll play it to absolute death, like until I'm sick of the sight of it, and then I'll play something, you know, else, something else will come along and grab my attention, and I just won't go back to the first game for a very long time, if ever. So, unless there's like a really big update, something really kind of crazy has happened that I've missed. I did it with Generation Zero. I honestly really like Generation Zero. It's a really fun game. It looks gorgeous. It is a little janky, but I played it like compulsively for quite a long time. Like regularly and for a long time. And then I just kind of dropped it. I can't remember even what it was that took my interest away from it, but something did. So I just didn't play it. And then I think it was the Landfall update or the base raids updates, the base assault update or something like that came along, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have to play that. And then I got, you know, back into it. Of course, none of that stuff actually worked, and the devs had to scramble to get fixes out, but that's not anything new when it comes to Generation Zero. I don't know, when it comes to content, one of the things that I do like about my channel and the stuff that I make, that nothing is really off the table. Like, there are certain things I'm more likely to play than others. But, like, I don't know, there's maybe a handful, maybe even less, games where I just blatantly outright refuse to play them now or ever. Like, EVE Online. EVE Online is a game that I just refuse to play. And it seems kind of shallow, the reason for that, but it is because the YouTube ad for it is so condescending. It's so, I don't know, obnoxious. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen it. If, you know, you've watched gaming videos on YouTube, it's probably been targeted at you as a, you know, as a game that's playable. And I hate the ad for it. I really do. You just have this, like, really, like, overly dramatic voice. It says, this game, you're not ready for it. And it's like, my response is the same every time. Oh, I'm not ready to play your game? I won't. Thanks for letting me know that I don't qualify to, you know, to play your game. Like, do I have to take an exam to be ready for it? Is there like an aptitude test? Fine. I'm never going to play it, so, you know. you can take that game that I'm not ready to play and just assume that I'm never going to play it. Not like your Hogwarts letter, you know, it comes through the post and tells you you're ready to start studying. God damn. Apparently I'm missing quite a lot of this. I got so involved in my own like ranty conversations with myself that apparently I've missed sections of this. I'm not even sure where, like, the main bulk of this is. It's not even that much, it's just a little bit that I apparently have not done. Yay! That one little edge that I didn't do. Alright, that's coming off quite easy. I'll go around these edges, then I'll, you know, hop on to the other side and do the other edge. Evil 9 is a game that takes a lot of time and skill to play. I've played it, I just never have the time. Yeah, I'm sure it's a great game. It might even be, you know, up there in a lot of people's top 10 most awesome games ever created. But I'm not ever going to play it. That advert just... it just bugs me. Like, and it... I don't know, it's like really hard to describe, but it's... what did the people that created that ad think was going to happen? Like, is it supposed to be like reversed psychology or something? Did I say reversed psychology? I meant reverse psychology. Where if you tell someone they can't do it, then they have to go out and do it. Is that what they think is going to happen? Like, yeah, if we tell people that they can't play our game, they'll rush out and play our game. It's like, nah, not me, I won't. If you tell me I'm not ready to play your game, I'm not going to play it. Again, just one of many YouTube ads that just hit me wrong. not a good way to describe it. They just immediately irritate me. It's not like it ruins my day or anything, but it does ensure that I won't do the thing that is, you know, I won't use the thing that is being advertised. I get some really weird YouTube ads as well, like for really... I don't know, I consider them to be like fake games. Like, I keep getting ads for something called Top War Game. It's just like, that doesn't even seem like a real game. It looks fake. It looks like the kind of footage that somebody would use for like a bonus level in their game that's bad to try and make the game look good. There was a set of ads, I think the game was Hero Wars or something, that marketed itself as like a puzzle game where you had to, you know, save the princess from the goblin. You had to like place floors in the right place or move pipes, or, you know, it was a puzzler. And that was one of the bonus levels. You get like every 20 or 30 in-game levels. The actual game itself was an AFK battler. Nothing like the advert at all. Yeah. Yeah, people do like to do their griefing. especially in things like Minecraft. Spend ages building a thing and then somebody comes along and pours lava all over it. Like, yes, you're a wonderful person. Please go away now. And stuff like that as well, because you get griefers in every game. And it really kind of surprised me to find out that even Aliens Fireteam Elite has got griefers in it, like, regularly. There's only a couple of hundred people still playing that game. And I stopped playing it online because almost every time I did, you'd get one guy who would just shoot you in the back of the head and kill you the first opportunity they got. Or they'd use the flamethrower and just spray it all over the place. Because it, you know, even with the friendly fire protection thing enabled, the flamethrowers still do damage to you. They just jump in and blast everybody, and it was like every second game as well. Just like, yeah, this is a game with very, very few players, and the players that, not all of them, but a good amount of the people that play online just don't care about spoiling other people's experiences. It's just like, the devs aren't going to do anything about it, I'll just not play online. It takes 20 minutes to find a lobby anyway, because, like I say, when there's only few hundred people playing a game that requires a team of people to play, kind of awkward, to say the least. Hello, Cargogo. Mobile game ads are trash. Yep, I agree. Like, it'll either be a thirst trap or not the game. Absolutely agree, yeah. Like, hey, save the princess for funny cutscene, then it's Candy Crush. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, you understand. Just like YouTube's ad sometimes, it literally shows the same ad several times in the same video. Yup. That's another thing I hate as well about YouTube's ads, is the repetitiveness of it. I swear, there was like a 6-month period where the only game I saw adverts for was Game of Thrones Winter is Coming, the officially licensed browser game. I ended up playing that just to confirm to myself that it is in fact utter trash. Like, from the advert, it looked like a Command and Conquer clone, but with Game of Thrones, you know, characters and lore and stuff like that. It's not, it's a timer game, you know, where you just click a button and you wait for the timer to go down, and then you click another button and you wait for another timer to go down. That's essentially all it was. The online ads for it were just garbage. I think I did a video on it quite a while ago. Like, and it's cheap as well. It's not even done well. Like, there's lots of like grammatical and spelling mistakes, and it's heavily monetized. It's play to win. It's all kinds of problems with it. The most glaring of which is, despite the fact it's called Game of Thrones Winter is Coming, the officially licensed browser game, it wouldn't run in my browser. It just showed a black screen. And I don't know if that's like sad or amusing, you know? Yeah, let's say the ads do get quite repetitive. And one of the things that I see really, really regularly is that ad that I was talking about just a minute ago for EVE Online that I really hate. I see it like probably, I don't know, like 5 or 6 times a day. Probably more than that, actually. I do watch a lot of YouTube. I use YouTube as a replacement for television. Like, I don't watch TV, like, at all. Like, I don't even own a television. Unless, of course, you include computer monitors as being televisions. I wouldn't, but I guess some people might. Like, I've got my, my Blu-ray player and my DVD player, but they're not attached to the TV. I've used adapters to, well, for my DVD player anyway. My Blu-ray player doesn't need it, but I've used adapters, so I just plug it into my second monitor. When I don't need it so much, I'll just put a film on and get some stuff done while I'm watching whatever it is that I happen to decide I was going to watch that particular day, Funny when you get an ad for something that you're watching, for instance, getting an ad for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness when I'm watching the trailer for the same movie. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird when they do stuff like that. But again, it's a quirk of like the algorithms and the cookies and the stuff like that. It's like it realizes you're watching a trailer for a film, so it thinks, right, this person is interested in this content, will push ads out to them that, feature this content, completely ignoring the fact that you're, in fact, you're already watching it. Like, there's no point in advertising a film to me that isn't out yet, despite the fact, I'm here watching the trailer for it. It's almost like you're watching a trailer in a trailer. And it is, in fact, just an ad for the trailer. The one that you're already watching. It's so weird and circular. You used to think that they'd stop showing you the ad if you had done the thing they wanted you to do. In fact, that probably, and I can't say for certain, but that probably would just make it worse. Because not only have you shown that you're interested in that content, you've engaged with the adverts for that content. Pretty sure that would make it significantly worse. I certainly know that it was when I played that god-awful Game of Thrones game. It just kept marketing the game at me over and over again. Like, after the fact. Wait, what? That was weird. How long has that prompt been up for me to... Has that been up this whole time? And I'm just completely oblivious to it. I'm pretty sure that wasn't there this whole time. Oh god. Yeah, it suddenly just... I don't know if it's suddenly, it might have been up there this whole time, but it's tutorializing me for some reason. Oh yeah, I forgot the aim mode is out, isn't it? Where you can clean things without moving. It's something the devs done after people were complaining they got motion sickness playing this, which I think is really cool of them. Like, there are prompts on the left side, just above center, that says, E, It was telling me how to jump. I don't know how long they've been on there. Like I'm so focused on the middle of the screen. It might have been there this whole time and I've just not noticed. I'm gonna have to go back over the video and just see how long that's been up there. I've got this distinct feeling it's been up there this whole time and I've just been oblivious to it. Again, with my sight focused in the middle of the screen, having something come up on the side like that, it's not what my brain considers important. What's important is that the game goes bing. See, like that? My brain gets a little jolly every time that happens. It's like a really cool noise that makes my brain do the happy drugs. New iOS emojis. Yay. Never been big on emojis, but... How much more of this have I got to do? I'm like... I've got about a quarter of it left, I guess. I'm only 60% done. Oh my god. You're telling me that this bit and that bit and the outside and the gnomes is like, what, 40% of the entire level? Quite deceptive. Probably deliberately, but... And I am noticing that it's getting a little bit tougher to clean with this nozzle. I'm having to go over it a little bit more. I am tempted to swap back to the smaller gauge nozzle like this one. But I don't wanna. I'm gonna use the wide one. Bing. Alright. Forget everything I just said. This is cleaning off just fine now. Just that one little section decided it didn't wanna. It's like, no, we're gonna just throw this one section at you that's like slightly harder to clean than the other ones. Why do you hate me, game? I love you so much. Why do you hate me? There we go. I'm just going to do this section. I'm just going to pop out and get myself a drink quickly. I'm getting a little bit hoarse because once again, in my infinite wisdom, the wisdom that never ends, I drank all my tea like a minute or something like before I started the stream. I just finished what I had and then started streaming. So now I haven't got a drink. Just like dregs in the bottom. It makes me feel like I've got a drink and I haven't. There we go. Good interacting with everyone always. Oh, alright then, Abraham. Thanks for dropping in. As always, people are awesome. And I like you all very, very much. Right, okay, yeah, just give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go grab myself a drink and I'll be right back. I was going to say that I'll be right back and I won't punch the microphone, but I did that almost as soon as I was going to say it. There we go, I'm back. A little bit less dry now. Yum. Right. Oh god, now I need to cough. Jesus Christ. I dare say everybody heard that, and my apologies for it. As always, I'm the most professional of MoGAFs. Can I get away with this? Yeah. No. Absolutely not. Makes me wonder if adopting one of my older techniques will be good here. Like what I used to do is like lay down and do this, like you get quite a wide beam. I might just do this for a while just for the hell of it. Not like entirely efficient, but I like the way it just creates like a wide area that you can use. Actually not working all that well right now, but I get bored of doing this. I'll switch up and go back to the way I was doing it. What? I bet that band in the middle there is its own thing, isn't it? Almost guaranteed that it is. Is it? Hang on. Oh, no, apparently not. It's just occurred to me as well, this whole section that I've got here isn't part of a bigger section, it's its own thing. Oh well. I guess I'll go back to doing this. I'll do each section as it comes and goes. As much as I complain about things, I really do like this game. Mentioned earlier, I play it quite a lot. I'll just throw it on when I've got some spare time. Just have a bit of a chill out. Nice to just, I don't know, especially on the easier levels with the upgraded, the best washer that's available. You can just like turn your brain off for a little while. You don't have to worry about like getting murdered and running out of time or both. I've been playing quite a lot of Darkest Dungeon 2 recently. That's definitely not the game you want to play if chilling out is your aim. Definitely not. God, I've missed quite a lot of this, haven't I? Let me just go back over this. Get those extra little itty bitties. There we go. Yeah, I think that thing that I was doing like this probably is leaving sections undone. I'm getting flashbacks to the early days, though. You just have to, like, take things slowly, and you do a bit of this, and then you do a bit of that, and then you do a bit of this. Just do it in tiny sections at a time. Okay, you're back. Your smartphone died. Well, welcome back. I really should find myself a new phone. My one is, how can I put it? Wonky. That's a good way of putting it. Like, it's forgotten how to tell time. It's not entirely accurate to the problem I'm having with it, but it is kind of what happens. Like, if I set an alarm, well, not an alarm, if I set the timer specifically to say, I don't know, to go off in 20 minutes, it won't go off. And then when I check it, no matter how much time has elapsed, it'll say something like, timer expired minus 400,029 seconds ago. Just like, I'm not even sure how long that is. Even if it was a positive number, it would be confusing. But why is it minus that time? That amount of time, rather. It just doesn't have a clue. And then, like, when I get text messages, I have to, like, check them manually. Because regularly the phone will just not let me know that I've got text messages. And then when I go and check something else on the phone, it will give me like 5, 6, 10 notifications all in a row, like one after the other. Kind of like it's having a bit of a rap. Very, very odd. I've had it a long time and it wasn't a good phone when I got it, so it's like dying a slow and painful death. It's like Holly from Red Dwarf, it's gone computer senile. Need to get myself an upgrade at some point. Not even an upgrade, like a grade. Yeah, it just needs a grade, like a phone that's the equivalent of it, just not broken. And it has suffered quite a lot of abuse at the hands of me. I'm not particularly dexterous. Like, I'm very clumsy and I'm very heavy-handed, and it's been dropped so many times. I dropped it down an entire flight of stairs once. The screen didn't even break. I was like, what? Must be like a miracle or something. I remember saying at the time to my friends, like, it must be indestructible. I guess its body is doing fine, but its mind is slowly melting. Why do I not use Dreamcast? Set up time, call someone, use internet. One problem, you need only a generator to support the thing. Yeah, play Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Oh, man. I remember playing one of the Sonic Adventure games. I think it was Sonic 2? Sonic Adventure Battle or something like that. I used to play that quite a lot. Only I played that on the Nintendo. Bit of a slap in the face to Sega, but you know, I'm fine with that. I'm trying to think of a defining feature of it that might remind someone or let someone know exactly what it was. Oh yeah, it was the one with the Chow Chows in it. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It might be Chow Chows or something. And you had to go and get the items from the levels, and you'd go and feed it to the cute little creatures that you hatch from an egg. And yes, it had a whole chapter for, well, not even a whole chapter, like a whole mode for Sonic. Sonic. Of course it did. It was a Sonic game. Shadow the Hedgehog. They had ones for loads of them, like Knuckles and what was her name? Was it Rouge? I feel like it might have been Rouge. Considering it was, yeah, a strange game. There was actually quite a lot of content for it. I think there was a lot to do. And I'm not going to lie, the only real part of it that I cared about was the bit with those weird pets that I was talking about. You have to, like, feed and level up and crossbreed and all that kind of thing, and you could do like foot races and swim races and that kind of thing with them. It's the only part of the game that I really gave two damns about. It was very very Pokemon, I guess, although I never cared about Pokemon. The only Pokemon game I've ever played was Blue? I played, yeah, it was Pokemon Blue. I played it for quite intensely for like a week, and then I never went back and played any of the other Pokemon games. I don't know how far along Blue is, like, in the Pokemon, like, timeline. Like, which ones came before it, because there's no, like, distinction. Like, they're all named after colours. It's just like, did red come out before blue? Or did green come out before blue? Or red? Or yellow? Or diamond? Or sapphire? Or whatever bloody thing they're using to name the games now. I swear, there's so many of them as well. You have to invent new colours just so you can release a new Pokemon game. I think I might be talking about the second adventure Sonic game. I can actually check. I think I have a port of it on Steam. I did like one video on it so long ago, just out of like pure nostalgia. Let me just see if I can find it quick. I'm not sure if it's under S for Sonic or T for, oh no, A for Adventure. See if I can find it. No, that's Super Auto Pets right next to Super Meat Boy. Oh, is it at the top? I see there's another world. I brought that and never played it. I used to play that so much when I was younger. Used to play it on my Commodore Amiga, like 500 plus. I don't want to spend ages looking for this. Oh, there you go. Sonic Adventure 2. I'm sure it was called Sonic Adventure Battle 2, but I guess I was just remembering wrong. It happens. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh yeah, it was Pokemon, wasn't it? Right there in the chat. Yeah, again, I don't know like how far along in the series of Pokemon games Blue was, but it's the only one I've ever played, and it was it was alright. Like I lost interest in it pretty quickly. While everybody was obsessed with it. And as well, like a good indication of my age is a lot of people were like, oh yeah, Pokemon. I played the games and I, got the cards when I was a kid. And I was like, when you were a kid? I was just out of university when those games become popular, like in the cards and all that lot. Although I was still living with my parents, as an adult by that time. Oh, okay, so, yeah, I remembered something. Again, I've forgotten what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, I was... The naming scheme is just weird to me as well. Like, instead of just calling it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then maybe having a subtitle to it, you've just got colours. Which I'm sure is, fine. There's nothing particularly wrong with calling them that. It's just that when other people come along that are unfamiliar with what order they went in, they're not going to be able to tell what order they went in. It's just like so many of them now. There's what? You about the 80s? No, I was I was a teenager in the 90s. Well, put it this way, in the year 1990 I was 10. We'll just put it that way. I was an 80s child. A quintessential one as well. You could probably work out with simple math that I was born in 1980. I literally grew up in the 80s. I grew up with all the good things and none of the bad things, because nothing ever bad came out in the 80s. It was all awesome all the time. Now, anyone that says otherwise, I will reject that reality and substitute my own. Been saying it for so long as well, like, time, either people are wrong or time is wrong. Constantly when people say, oh, this thing was 10 years ago, I'm like, no, it wasn't. That was like 5 years ago at most. Like Achievement Hunter, they've recently celebrated the 10th anniversary of their first YouTube Minecraft video. Just like, what? Really? Doesn't even feel like it was that long ago. Like Street Fighter 1 and 2 the original Street Fighter was garbage, man. It was absolutely awful. Street Fighter 2, pretty good. Now for another totally not Street Fighter 3 games. Yeah, again, like, with, on the theme of confusing game titles, like, I lost track with Street Fighter games. Like, you had 1, which was absolutely awful, and then you had 2, which was really very good. And then you'd expect 3, but you didn't. You got Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And then you've got Street Fighter Turbo Super or something. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. And then you've got the Championship Edition, the Black Belt Edition, the Lightning Edition. And then you've, like you mentioned, there's like Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter EX, and then you've got EX Plus Alpha. It's just like, Jesus. Just take one of those and call it 3. You know, I'm not even asking for that much. It doesn't have to be Street Fighter 3. Just call it that. Just give it a naming scheme that I can follow with my poor, feeble little brain. It's just like, when I found out about Final Fantasy as well, that was kind of crazy. Like, Final Fantasy 3 was... I don't really remember much of it now, but it was a game that I played quite a lot on the Super Nintendo. And then when Final Fantasy VII came out, I was like, whoa, hang on. Did I miss some games in this series? Like, was I playing 3 so long that 4, 5, and 6 came out and I just didn't notice? And then I found out that what I thought was Final Fantasy 3 was actually Final Fantasy 6. They just renamed it in... I don't know if it was renamed in Britain or if it was the same in America or not. It kind of blew my mind to find out there was like a whole bunch of Final Fantasy games that I'd never even heard of, let alone played, and the ones that I was playing weren't the ones that I thought it was. Just absolute bloody madness. Mortal Kombat fine with titles. Yeah. To be fair, yeah, Mortal Kombat did do quite well with its series of titles. It was just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the way up to 11. Not so bad. Yeah, the Hitman games as well, they got a little bit confusing. They stopped... I don't think they ever used numbers, did they, the Hitman games? Not until, like, the more modern ones came out. We got Hitman 1, 2, and 3. You had, like, so many different Hitman games, all with, like, weird titles. I lost track of which one went where. Oh, hey, Odo Hut Gaming. I completely missed your chat. Sorry about that. Holy mackerel, I'm still at it. Yeah, I'm 3 hours in. I've nearly finished, the bottom bit. Hitman 1, 2, 3 Absolution. Wasn't there another one? Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. But wasn't there one, like, called Vengeance or something? Am I thinking a completely different game series? It wouldn't surprise me. I wasn't really into the Hitman series until the new ones came out. Not the original Hitman 1, the new Hitman 1. You know what I mean? It's a little confusing. I played that quite a lot. Did a bunch of videos on it as well, if I remember correctly. Same with Hitman 2. Not the original Hitman 2, the new Hitman 2. Just to follow on. But I have yet to play Hitman 3. One of the reasons why I didn't play Hitman 3 is because it was on... it was only on Epic, and I wanted to wait until it was on Steam. But it came out on Steam, and I kind of forgot it existed in the meantime. I do that quite a lot as well. Like the remaster of Tony Hawk's 1 and 2. I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 to absolute death. And when they were doing remasters, I was like, I am a happy bunny. I am very much happy in the happiness department of my brain. And it was just like, I'll wait until it comes out on Steam. I'll buy it and, you know, relive an addiction that I shouldn't have had in the first place. I've just completely forgot they existed until 2 seconds ago when I started talking about it. I didn't even know that's probably is out on Steam by now. I just, like I say, I just didn't bother to keep up with it. Oh, god damn it, now I'm going to have to go check when I finish streaming. There we go. What have I got left? I think it's just the gnomes, the tops, and the other side now. Let me just catch up with chat while I have a drinky drink. Hilarious and how little progress you have made. True story, yeah. No, I have not heard about a Sea Dogs game. Fell out of it, to be honest, like 1 and 2, yeah. Snap. Would literally live the lifespan of 3 humans during those 3 hours of mopping. Yeah. When you consider all the progress you can make in other games in, what, 3 hours? I've washed some of a fountain. I've still got like 15% left. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream once I've done this level. I think, like, what? It's going to be like 3.5 hours of power washing is probably enough for everybody. But, I've had longer streams. And again, I think it, now that I think about it, I think it was the treehouse level. I was just like, oh, that treehouse level looks big. Doesn't look too difficult. I'll, you know, I'll clean that one and I'll finish things up. And that, like, I think that took me, what, nearly 5 hours? I was already a couple of hours in. It ended up being like a 7-hour stream or something ridiculous like that. Like, who streams Powerwash Simulator for 7 hours straight? Me, apparently. I do. Do you know what? I'm still not tired of it. I'm really not. I kind of maybe should have taken a look at the levels before. So I could have maybe picked a smaller level. But I honestly did think as well, just from looking at it for 2 seconds, that this was going to be the smallest of the 3 levels. One of the other ones is a steam locomotive, which doesn't look that big in size, but it looks like it's got a lot of like fiddly bits to it. Gonna be difficult to clean. And the other one's a mini golf course. Crazy Golf. And that looks both huge and awkward. Excuse me. I've got a burp stuck. There we go. Not that I mind so much. Yeah, I don't know. It's strange. Like, I've mentioned it 1,000 times. I'll probably mention it 1,000 more. That this game was gifted to me by a friend who thought it would be funny to make me play it. The whole idea of it being a gift was, ha, you've got to play another trash simulator. And it's not trash. It's actually really good. I've got a lot of mileage from this game. Like, and again, it's not like it's particularly complex or involved or anything like that. It's not like I have to do math or anything like you might if you were playing, I don't know, like Kerbal Space Program or something. It's literally just making dirty things not dirty. And it is actually one of my favourite games. I can play it over and over and not get sick of it. That's probably the indication of a decent game right there. Why did this game explode in popularity? It's mind-numbingly boring. My friend has taste. My ex-girlfriend, actually, but I don't know, it may not be the most interesting game to watch, but I like it just because I can't even describe why. It's just satisfying. Like when you see the difference between the dirty bit and the clean bit, when it goes ping, it makes my brain do the happy drugs, which is always welcome. Like if I just do like that, like, the difference between this bit and that bit is worth spending 3 hours for. Might be better to play than to watch. It might be. I've watched other people stream this and also enjoyed that. So maybe, you know, you just have to have a particular mindset or something. I know Bear Taffy's played it. He definitely streamed it. I definitely watched it, and I also enjoyed it, so it is better to play than watch, but most games are. I don't think that's unique to this. It's just funny to me, you know, that I got brought a game to be tormented. It's actually become one of my favourite games, and it's got like different plot lines that intersect sometimes, and so weird. This game has actually got quite an intricate set of plots. Again, you've got like the volcano plot, you've got the mayor and his corruption plot, you've also got the mayor's cat plot, you've got the gnomes, which sort of have their own plot. It's yeah, it's really, really weird. It's got more story to it than a lot of games that are more complicated. It's surprising, not unwelcome. There we go. Dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, oxytocin. Yeah. Again, yeah, that, let's say one of the first levels that you play, the mayor is talking about how his cat is lost, and everybody, including the fire department, I might add, is out looking for it. But then you start to see it on a bunch of different levels. Like it's like hiding in the background of some levels and on the tops of houses and things like that. And it's got that plot line. And like I say, you've got this one with all the gnomes. Like the gnomes show up on a lot of the levels. You even find one on Mars. There's I think it was I can't remember if it's the village house or the shoe house where you can hear what sound might be gnomes singing inside it. There's like, you can hear voices. sound like small people. I think that's it's connected. It's all very strange. Oh, hey, Faust. Nice to have you in, buddy. I've spent the last 3 hours cleaning a fountain. I started there, and I've got to here. And it's taking me... It's probably going to take me like 3.5 hours, but it's nice to have you in, buddy. Lots of chat for Faust Phoenix. Lots of love for Faust Phoenix in the chat, please. I don't know why I got worried then. It's like, oh no, I accidentally cleaned that bit instead of this other bit. Why am I worried? Just like an instinctual reaction, like you don't want to hit the things that you're not aiming at. Like one of those gamer instincts that is not applicable in this, but your brain tries to make it. I was actually talking about you earlier in this stream, Faust, that is, by the way. In a context that's not in the slightest bit related to this game, but... Be here, hope you're all good. Oh, did I just... Is it just me, or did everything just get quieter? Did I do something? I feel like everything just suddenly got quieter. I don't know if I bumped something. Maybe it's just me. I haven't heard a ping in a while, and my brain's getting upset. I need the pingies. That's a weird thing to say. I need the pingies? What the hell is wrong with me? I definitely feel like this got quieter. Maybe it is just me. Hang on. I don't know why I'm complaining it's quieter. I've got like the volume at half. The endorphins are not kicking in. Well, considering my brain has a serotonin deficiency, a partial one anyway, then yeah, the happy drugs are definitely welcome. Hang on. There we go. Oh, there we go. I think I might have just bumped my my headphone socket or something. Because now it seems too loud. God damn it, me. I'll leave it for you guys to decide. If you think it's now too loud, let me know and I'll put it back down. Again, me getting all paranoid about audio. I want people so you can clean all of the dirty peoples. I mean, if I had to clean all the dirty people, it would take me longer than it's taken to clean this bloody fountain. People are very, very dirty. And I mean that in a literal sense, not the other type of dirty. Although there's a lot of those as well. Yeah, all of those things, yeah. My brain doesn't do any of them all that well. Or it does them too much. Everything is filthy, dude. But, I mean, in terms of this level, like, if you look at this... yeah, this. All of this looked like that. I've just been just cleaning it. I don't have Oh, why don't I have the power washer corpse, I should say, or cause? I can't use words, and I'm getting worse as I go along. Right. I can now start on the outside. I do want to kind of do all the gnomes first. I'm just going to pick a gnome and clean it off. Then go and do the other ones. And then I can just wash the outside of this and be done with this weird level. Ah, yeah, that was really loud. You're looking at a tea bag under a microscope and it's full of crunchy wood-like things. Oh dear, I'm going to turn it back down quick. Maybe not so much. Maybe I can do something in moderation. Oh dear. Right. I've just noticed as well, they're all in different poses. Maybe they're alternating between the two poses. I don't know. It's weird they're even here. Like, why do games have to add gnomes to them? You know, as part of their gameplay. It's so weird. Like, you can find gnomes in, well, a lot of things, but Generation Zero has them. I think that's one of the games where they're most out of place. So weird that in a bloody robot apocalypse, you have to go off and find gnomes, of all things. It's like, yes, there's a literal army of murder bots trying to make the human race extinct. Go find some gnomes. There's lots of them all dotted about. Like, this helps us how? I think I might actually just be losing my mind at this point. Gnomes do rule the world. Again, yeah, you may think you've been watching this for a while. I mean, you can go back and check it. It'll be on my channel somewhere when I live streamed that bloody treehouse. And it wasn't even like I only did that. I'd been streaming for a couple of hours at that point. I was just like, yeah, I'll just knock this one out quickly. It's new. I want to try it. And it took me like so long. A very great many of hours. This is nothing. This is a drop in the bucket compared to what I've done previously. The fire station's quite a big long level as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to free play this level since it's technically a special level. It's not a campaign level. Otherwise I would have to play it again. Even if I hated it with a great passion, I would have to play it again. Because in free play mode, you get to play all the regular levels. You can just use any washer you like, and you've got unlimited soap, that kind of thing. It has the progress at 0, and I can't have levels with my progress at 0. I end up doing everything you guys see me do twice. Except for maybe this one? Not sure. How are there still more of these things? And it's getting worse as well, because like when you're at the top, it's quite a small area, and as you go down, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like deceptively large. Got taken in by the bloody gnome fountain. One thing, I guess, to be made a fool of by gnomes, it's completely another to be made of a fool of by a gnome fountain. Here we go. Please tell me that one's done. Yay, that one's done. I can do the outside now, and maybe done in the next like half hour, 45 minutes. Afterwards, because it takes a talk to talk about every time, but the aliens, dude, what do you think about the data releases? Yeah, they're tiny and harmless, but I think I missed that one, Faust, I'm afraid. Data releases? I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, right. Let's get this done. Oh, I've just realised the decorations that were on the top that I really hated, they're right here as well. Gonna have to remember to get those separately. The spinny nozzle. It's kind of weird that that even got included. The spinny nozzle. Like, you have that one, which is just a straight line of power washing joy, but this one creates, like, a strange pattern. Oh god, that cap isn't clean. No! No, be clean! Oh, good god. Why? Why? Oh, I jumped instead of standing up, and it made me jump. The second jump scare of the live stream, the Powerwash live stream, somewhat surprisingly with yeah, jump scares. There we go. He said that the UFO are not made on Earth by anyone. They have been aware of it and do travel without means of normal propulsion and could be a threat. Yeah, I doubt the sincerity of that. It sounds like garbage. Though I probably am missing some context there. There was a lot of weird, like, government UFO investigations in the past. It's one of the things that inspired the X-Files, which I was also talking about earlier. Like, you know, somebody writing a report about how extraterrestrial spaceships could be a threat to America doesn't mean there actually were any. Don't get me wrong, it would be cool if there was. I would very much enjoy some proof of sentient life outside of our solar system or galaxy or wherever they want, really. I just don't believe it right now. Especially when it comes to people like, what's his name? David Icke, who insists the extraterrestrial shape-shifting vampire reptile demons from another dimension have taken over Earth's leadership. It's like, dude, how many weird labels can you apply to them? Like, they're interdimensional, they're aliens, they're demons, they're vampires, like... Just like, I don't know, one thing didn't seem cool enough, so we just kept plugging extra things onto them in an attempt to make, I don't know, doesn't add veracity to the claims, it actually makes them less likely, but he's just a weird person. Okay. Did you see that joke about your gnome mind losing? No, I'm sorry, I must have missed that one. You want to go to their planet so bad? Yeah, you and me both. I'm not a big fan of humans. I want to be in Cocoon and get to the planet of immortality. Oh, I like that perspective, Yem. That advanced aliens would do a better job of governing humans than humans would. I kind of agree with you there as well. I did have a dream once that aliens took over, like, the Earth, but it was actually kind of good. Like, people that couldn't afford their own housing were put in, like, a temporary... I don't want to call it a camp, but they were, like, all housed together in, like, a commune until the aliens could build them, like, proper housing. And all the politicians were made to do manual labour, like building the houses. It was just one of those things, like one of those dreams where it sounds horrible when you try and explain it to people, but during the dream itself, everybody was having a whale of a time. Like, the aliens in my dream had a genuine fondness for, there was an old lady who lived in a shoe. They thought it was amazing. Dreams are weird. My dreams are absolutely bizarre. I don't get to have them that much because I don't sleep well, but... Who would say no to them under the threat of a goddamn pro ring? Again, it's one of those things, like, if we ever, you know, did openly encounter an intelligent species from another planet, and we were like, hey, what's with all the anal probing? And the aliens just, like, put their head in their hands, and they're like, no, this keeps coming up. We never did that. There's no reason for us to do that. Please stop saying we did it. Like, they get all indignant, you know. Like when a celebrity gets accused of sleeping with some other celebrity, they're like, no, I never did that. You're an idiot for thinking it. Just kind of embarrassing to them that people keep bringing it up. Oh, look, I'm at 94%, everyone. I'm nearly done. I was not expecting this to take me so long. It's been kind of crazy. Proof that dreams are secretly tiny aliens depositing hallucinogenic drugs while we sleep. I'm going to repeat. Losing mind because of feeling useless, hating myself and not feeling part of the group. Son of Mogeth. Gnomes! Yep. That's a very me thing to happen. I do constantly find myself like at 90 degrees to the rest of the world. Completely lost most of the time. I get it so often as well, like somebody will be talking about something, I'm like, yeah, I have no idea who that is or what you're talking about. Like I had no idea. Like people kept talking about, I can't even remember her name. Is it Johnny Depp's wife, ex-wife or something? People kept talking about that court case and I was just like, there's a court case? He has a wife? I don't know any of these things. Like, I didn't even know he was married, let alone having issues with his wife. Okay. Why am I doing this one up and down? I've been doing the other side to side. I've just annoyed myself. Come on, be clean. There we go. I am a little paranoid that my list of final objectives haven't come up yet. It probably means I've missed some parts that I'm going to have to go back for. That is generally like par for the course on this game, but I'm worried it's going to be something small all the way up there. I'm going to have to go parkour my way back up there. Am I sure I'm not Australian? Very sure I'm not Australian. I'm a Scotsman living in England. Which in itself is a bit weird, but... Ember Heard, she's weird. Yeah, like... I don't know, like, I hadn't even heard of her. But apparently she's been in, like, films that I've seen. Alright, okay, it makes sense that one actor would, you know, marry another actor. It's not weird, but... And then one of my friends shared me a clip of them in court where her lawyer, her lawyer objected to one of his own questions. It's like, oh, well, she's clearly in good hands, you know. I don't know how much money she's got, but surely she could afford a better lawyer than that. Lawyers do tend to be better, you know, on how much they cost. That, again, that might be a thing that I've just made up, but I do feel like the most expensive lawyers, you know, manage to get the best results. I was having a conversation earlier about copyright law and how the the big companies have the big lawyers that get the big bucks, but also no like loopholes and things they can use to stop the law working and things like that. I'm Malanian, I'm an Englishman, I'm an Englishman in New York. I used to love that song when I was younger. Oh, is that what it was? It was a stalling tactic. I mean, it's a stalling tactic that made him look like an absolute idiot. I feel like there was maybe a better way of doing that. Like, I mean, lawyers are entitled to ask for, short breaks in court proceedings. They are able to do that. They can even ask for a continuance, I think, where they, just reschedule the entire thing for another time. But then again, I don't know anything about lawyering either. Maybe it is a valuable tactic just to waste the court's time for a couple of minutes. Made an accident on it. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't realise, I didn't know that was true. I thought that was like a meme. I mean, it is a meme, but I didn't realise it was a thing that actually happened, Yeah, it's just, I didn't have a clue. I still don't really know who she is. Like, if you pointed to, I don't know, like 5 people and said one of them is Amber Heard, I wouldn't be able to pick her out. But then you're asking the wrong person when it comes to celebrities and things like that. Like, just news in general, I just don't care about. Celebrity news, I care even less about. Like, God, for so long, I thought Taylor Swift was the guy in the Twilight movies that keeps taking his shirt off. That's not who that is. Again, like, it would be embarrassing to admit that normally, but I actually just don't care about these people at all, so... Excuse me. Oh, hello, Rift Energy. Good job. Okay, need to tell you something. I'm a time traveller. KGB's agent collect info for helping the USSR win and bring communism in all the world. Yeah, good luck with that. Again, like with anything outside of the mundane, I feel like proving that it's real is bigger than, actually getting the thing done. Which is probably a good thing in the long run. There are plenty of people that have said, oh, yeah, I'm a time traveller. I've come back from the future to teach humans about things. And everyone's just like, well, you prove it first, and then maybe we'll listen to you in ways that don't involve us treating you like a lunatic. Like the lunatic you obviously are. Sort of the kind of person that I am. Like, I need evidence for things. I'm, not easily swayed. I can't remember who said it either now. But, it's the line of extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. I'm definitely that kind of person. Like, if you make a mundane claim, I'm quite likely to believe it. But if you saying absurd things, then yeah, I'm not gonna believe that probably. You came from the past civilization that came before the Big Bang. Literally impossible. Oh dear. Yeah. That's the other thing as well, like, I don't want to go into it too much, but there are people that like, yeah, I have evidence of this thing, and they, like, show it to you, and you're like, this is not evidence of the thing that you think it is. I can't remember the context for it, but I was having, not recently, a conversation with someone who said the existence of the word proves that the thing itself exists. And I had to point out to them that Hydra is a word, and yet, that, you know, Hydra is a word that exists, and yet Hydras don't exist. I can't remember what point we were arguing. It probably wasn't that important. I was just like, what a weird line of what this person considered evidence. Like, if the word for something exists, then the thing exists. Especially considering that, you know, some words are new. Technically, the Big Bang could have been an endless cycle of big crunches. Hasn't that been disproven? Again, not being a particle physicist or anything like that, or being any kind of physicist, or wasn't the Big Crunch disproven? The current model of the universe has it expanding infinitely. Essentially, it's just going to spread out and spread out and spread out. It's going to slow down, but it's never going to actually stop. Which is kind of depressing when you think about it. Like, eventually planets and other, you know, astrological bodies will be so far apart from each other that they won't even be able to see each other. A little bit depressing. Oh, there's just one outer wall pillar I've missed, and then I'm done. Which one of these did I miss? This one. Yay! I did it. Now, for one of the other best bits of this game. Whee! The replays are uniquely awesome. And I noticed as well, if you notice, look, I cleaned it like this, and then when I got to there, I cleaned it like that. I somehow, at some point, switched directions, look. And then that way. Why didn't somebody tell me I was cleaning it backwards? I've been here like 4 hours cleaning a gnome fountain and talking nonsense. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You guys can, you know, work out why. Alright, easy with the spam, guys. I get you're excited, but just chill out a bit. What was I going to say? Yeah, I'm pretty much just going to leave things there. Thanks, everyone, for coming along. Thanks to, you know, Adam Hacker and Fofear, and super big cuddly hugs for Faust Phoenix. And, yeah, thanks to... Who else have we got here? Oh, yeah, Yem's been in and out. Rift Energy is here right now. You're all awesome people. Like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Come back tomorrow. I'll be playing the Sapling. There'll be a linky in the description once I've edited it for the Discord channel, and, you know, hop on, come chat to us there if you want to. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone. Bye.